Be here with you and you and you and you and you.
And you and you and you and you and you.
And you, and lastly, you.
I was almost gonna try to be funny, but not you. I'm just kidding.
That would be incredibly mean. We want to spend time with almost all of you.
That's not true. We want to spend time with all of you. I was just joking, and it's, I'm sorry. I feel bad for all my friends out there that maybe took that.
It was a joke. I think they might have laughed, maybe. Well, maybe one didn't.
Anyway, I am so excited to be here, Pat Attack. We have got a great show, as my friend Tony the Tiger says.
Great. Well, what's going on the show? What makes it good?
Well, just being here with you.
That is great. I'm glad we're here.
Them.
Yeah.
But we're talking about covenants today.
Covenants.
Yes.
Wow.
It's like a promise.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad that you told me that because I was like,
Yes.
I'm not sure I know what a covenant is.
Yeah,
Covenant is
it's
like a promise.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely.
Like an agreement.
Yes.
Okay.
With a guy named Abraham.
Abraham. Lincoln?
I don't know.
Abraham Lincoln?
Maybe. I didn't read that far.
We'll have to see. I don't think it's Abraham Lincoln.
It's probably not.
Probably a different Abraham
If we're
Lincoln.
talking about Genesis, it's probably not the 16th president of the United States.
That's true. It's a lot closer to the beginning of time. And
Yes. Not the, Okay.
we're not in the part of America yet.
Yes, that's true. America was not even a thought yet.
No.
Maybe to God it was.
To God. God knew about
It's
America.
True. Anyway,
God knows all
we're
things.
getting very off track, Pat Attack. Shall we just continue on with the day?
Yes,
Okay.
we shall.
What's next?
My favorite part, your favorite part.
The challenge of the day. We brought it that time.
Yeah,
That
we
was
did.
awesome.
I was prepared this week. All right.
Can I spin?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can. You gotta hold me. I'm just kidding.
It makes no sense. Lay down.
All right. It's gonna be 9. I can feel it. Oh, I was so close.
Honestly, you were very close.
I was
on
so
that one.
close. I
That's
thought it
good.
was gonna happen. Okay, number 1 is
Number.
ooh.
Oh, I was still reading. I was like number 9. I was
Reading
like,
not number 9.
I don't feel comfortable feeding that animal.
I've
glad it's
never
number
held an
1.
armadillo before, so I
Yeah.
don't know if that'd be.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so bucket O commands. That's what we're doing today.
That sounds like a kid's cereal.
Yeah.
Would you like a bucket O command?
We did talk about.
Commandios.
Yeah. We did talk about Tony the Tiger. Okay.
Okay. They're okay. They're obedient.
They're food. Okay, so bucket O commands. There will be several tasks on strips of paper in a bucket. I'm assuming it's
Is
this
that the
bucket.
bucket?
Not that bucket. Ooh. I don't want to touch that bucket.
That was challenge number 4's bucket. Ooh. Okay.
So challenge is in this bucket. So commands, they're written on the strips of paper.
Okay.
So these strips. And they're going to be very different commands. Okay, random commands that we don't even know. And we're gonna read them one by one. Okay. And we're gonna pull it out, and we have to do whatever is on the slip of paper.
Okay.
Okay. But I'm not gonna tell you what's on the slip of paper.
So I have to guess what you're doing,
Yes.
and you just do whatever's on the sheet of paper.
Yes.
So they could do this at home. It would take a little
Absolutely.
bit of creativity. You could just write out a couple of commands, and I'm sure
Sure.
after watching us, you could get some ideas from that.
Or if you watch the show and you see one of the commands that you like, you could write them down and then play with your friends that haven't seen this episode.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. So you want to go first?
Sure, I can give it a shot.
Let's do this. I won't look.
I guess I don't have to close my eyes. I almost closed my eyes, but I don't have to look in the bucket. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. I got a good one. I can feel it. Okay, this is fair.
Try not to.
I was reading it and I was like, how am I going to do this without talking? But it didn't say without talking. I couldn't do this without talking.
This is not charades.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. I almost have to write this down because this is hard for me every time I try to do this. ZYXW VUT SRQ PONM LKJ IHGFEDCBA.
Did you read the alphabet backwards?
I did.
I knew that when you were at like V.
Well, why didn't
and I
you
was trying to tell
why
them.
didn't you stop me?
I wanted to see if you could actually do it.
Did I do it?
I think so. I wasn't paying full attention. Maybe, I think so.
Well, Tortellini wrote these. Tortellini, was it good? Okay, awesome. It looks like it was good.
That's great.
Hopefully I didn't miss any.
If we get an email,
that would be bad.
Then we know.
Like
okay.
you
well,
missed.
good job. Okay, my turn. My turn.
All right. Let's see it.
Oh. All right. Here we go.
Mimicking Bigfoot from the movie Goofy Movie.
I'm doing charades.
Yes.
Hey, do this, Sean. Do this.
Okay.
See, you're doing it. What am I asking you to do? What would you say if someone was watching? They're like, man, what's Pat Attack doing right now?
I'm moving my finger.
Okay. But how? Like, I mean, it's not just it's not just moving your finger like
in the shape of an L.
If there was music playing right now,
I would say that
and it was like, boom, boom, boom.
You're doing as little as possible.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to do that anymore.
Okay.
I'm throwing it out.
You got to tell me what it was.
It was teach you a dance move.
That's your best dance move?
That's my favorite dance move.
Okay. Well, I won't be taking that to the dance party next week.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. This is a good one. Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
What I want you to do is I want you to hold this and act like you're doing this, okay?
Okay.
Oh
my goodness! You scared. I felt like I was on the movie Elf.
Guess what I did?
You were a Jack in the Box.
I was acting like a Jack in the Box.
Wow. Yep. Oh my goodness.
I'm good at this game.
Whew, wow, that was scary. I was almost gonna say, was it your job to scare the other hosts? Like, wow. Hopefully you didn't scare our friends out there.
I'm sorry.
I don't want that
for anyone
Jack in
that
the
was
Box.
Maybe if you were having a hard time with the volume, you're like, I got to put the phone really close to my face.
Yeah. Wow. Please turn the phone down.
All right. You're
okay. I'm up. Oh, sorry.
I'm not looking at it.
Okay. Oh yeah. Sorry.
I almost was like, I'm not looking at you, and I was like, I have to look at you for this to work.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm stuck here. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, sorry. I gotta turn it over so you can't see it.
You look like that statue of the Olympic guy that's throwing discus.
Okay, you're thinking way too big here.
Are you being a statue?
No.
Are you
Still
being
way too big.
A flamingo.
Nope.
You're
still
balancing
way
on one
too
foot.
big. Hey, there you go.
Okay.
Way too far. See, that was you were really thinking like that. See, on your dancing, I wasn't thinking big enough. I was literally thinking.
This is the future.
I hope not. Okay, you want to pick one out? Let's do another one.
Let's check. Hey, how much time do we have left? Do we have enough time for one more? Okay. All right, we've got one more.
Okay. I'm ready.
I think this is the dance move of the future. Dippin' Dots are the ice cream of the future, and I'm still buying in for that.
I think Dippin' Dots is a little cooler.
Because it's kept in a freezer.
Yeah, I was trying my best to make you laugh there, Pat Attack. What's it? You're pretending to be an ice cream truck. You are whistling the first nursery rhyme that comes to your head. You're just whistling.
Well, more than that.
You're whistling row, row, row your boat.
Yes, I'm whistling row, row, row your boat.
I'll see.
Yes.
I was trying to think big picture once again, but some of them are,
It's because of that dance move, man. That's what's got you.
It's got me all messed up.
Is it bad that that's the only thing? It's like, I got to teach somebody a dance move. What am I going to do? That's what I went with.
I think if I've learned one thing from this challenge is that Tortellini needs to teach you more dance moves.
That is very true.
Yeah.
I'm not a dancer.
I think it's time to meet our history professor.
We're seeing the history professor.
Yes.
Yes, let's do it.
Hey everyone. So sorry I'm late. Whenever I found out that I was filling in for the history teacher, I had to go to the wig store and get a George Washington wig. So I'm Sid the substitute, and I'm gonna be here for the history teacher today, and I'm so excited to teach you guys some history. And so, I just remembered, the history professor sent me the lesson, so let me get it out of my backpack here. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's at the bottom. There's my broom. I gotta clean up later. And some tickets for the fair. My lunch. Come on. I'm so sorry, guys. My bop it. Oh. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. All right. Let's see. Today, we are going to talk about something called a treaty. So let's write that on the board first. Let's see. We are going to talk about treaties. A treaty. Oh, I spelled that wrong. 1 second. I'll rewrite it, guys. It's okay. We're gonna get through this. A treaty. So I don't know about you guys, but I have no idea what a treaty is. So let's look here in our dictionary to see if our textbook can tell us the definition of a treaty. All right, here it is right here. A treaty is a formally concluded and ratified agreement between countries. I don't know about you guys, but that did not help me at all. A formally concluded and ratified agreement. Oh, you guys, it's basically a promise. I don't know if you've ever made a promise with one of your friends, like, I promise that I'll give you back your rollerblades after I get done playing with them, but it's kind of like that when you make a promise with someone. And so I bet this history book tells us a little bit about some different treaties that have happened in history. So let's see here. Let's read through. Oh, this is interesting. The Treaty of Versailles, that ended World War I. And then we also have in here the Louisiana Purchase Treaty, which is where the U.S. purchased more land west of the Mississippi River. I don't even know where the Mississippi River is, but that's what it was. So that's what a treaty is. For those of you who are visual learners, think of it like a handshake. So we're going to draw a handshake up here right next to our treaty so we can remember that it's kind of like a promise. So there's one hand, and he's gonna be shaking this other hand. Yeah, just like that. It's a promise. And that makes me wonder, if there are treaties in our history books, I wonder if there were treaties in the Bible. And if we think of a treaty like a promise, I definitely know that there are promises in the Bible. For example, in the book of Genesis, the very first book of the Bible, God made a promise to Abraham. Abraham was really old and he didn't have any children, and God promised him that he was going to give him so many children that they were going to outnumber the stars in the sky, which is crazy because have you guys looked up at the sky? There are so many stars. That's crazy, but that was God's promise to Abraham. I wonder if there's anything else in our lesson today. We talked about treaties in our history book. We talked about a treaty or a promise in the Bible. Well, that's all he put, but listen guys, I know a really fun song about Abraham, so that's what we're gonna do. I don't know if you've ever heard the song Father Abraham, but you should sing it with whoever you're with. Father Abraham had many sons, and many sons had Father Abraham. I am one of them, and so are you. So let's all praise the Lord. See you guys next time.
I kind of want to do your dance move again, Pat Attack.
Be my guest.
Can you do it with me?
Yep. So you're telling me that when on my sheet of paper, my instruction was to teach you a new dance move, and you're telling me that not only did you guess that correctly, but I did teach you a new dance move.
You did. What if I did this? You ready? I'm gonna blow your
Hold
mind.
on, wait a minute. Prepare yourselves.
Oh yeah. That's pretty
There you
cool.
go. If any of you are out there and you don't feel comfortable dancing, just use that move and that will be your security blanket.
No. Learn some better dance moves. That's good.
You will see me in the corner.
Okay, so Sid ended up showing up, right? Sid's substitute.
Yeah.
And
Thank you,
she
Sid.
did a great job talking about covenants, right? Because she, like I told you earlier, we're talking about covenants. And we're talking about Abraham.
Covenants like a promise.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Or like a treaty.
Like a treaty.
Right? Why do you think it took great faith for Abraham to believe God's promises? Because, if we believe that God's good and we know that he keeps his promises, because like we talked about before, God's made a covenant with Noah right before this, right? Told him that, hey, he wasn't going to wipe out the earth population again, right? That's why we had the rainbow.
Yeah.
So he made this promise already. And so if we know of anything about Bible history before this, God's keeping his promises, right?
Yeah.
So why do you think it took great faith for Abraham to believe that God was going to keep his promise?
Man, that's a tough one, thinking of why did it take that? I mean, I think that it's because he was so old, and it's like it was so difficult for him to see what God was really going to do, and that's difficult for us, as if we think God wants something for us, if we don't see it and know that it's going to happen, it can be really difficult. And this wasn't the only thing that God asked of Abraham or told Abraham.
Sure.
Abraham is like one of the fathers of our faith, right? And he was known for having a lot of faith in God. God asked him to go to a new land that he had never been before, and Abraham trusted God. God told Abraham that he was going to have not only one kid, but many kids. And even in this situation, Abraham believes him, right? And we're going to learn about some more things that Abraham does in having faith with God.
Yeah, because he's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, but why did he have that faith? I think it's because he had to have that faith because it seemed impossible for these things to happen. But I guess it's true that Abraham just really knew that God was God. God was the creator. God is the one that is speaking from heaven and guiding someone like Abraham. So I think that might help him in saying, I trust you.
I think
so
sometimes
I'm going to go.
I think sometimes it's difficult though because we know our own limitations, right? And sometimes we kind of put those own limitations on God. And we think like, there's no way God can do this because I know I can't do it, right? But we can't do that because guess what? With God, nothing is impossible.
Yeah, that is so true. I think about that sometimes if I've ever been angry or upset and be like, why are you like that? Well, it's just me. It's just who I am. I just get angry. But the thing is God doesn't want us to be angry in ways that aren't healthy for us.
Sure.
And so God can really grow us and change the way that we behave and live and feel. He doesn't want us to be angry and upset, right?
Yeah,
He wants
absolutely.
to challenge us to trust him and rely on him and to love him and to love the people around us.
Definitely. I think it's just important to realize that we need to have faith that God's going to do what he says, right?
Yeah, and we got to know what God says.
Exactly. And how do we do that?
We got to read.
That's true.
We got to read our Bibles.
So
Yeah.
speaking of that, let's tell them where we're at in the Bible right now.
We are still in Genesis, still
True.
the very first book of the Bible. It's a big one. It's 50 chapters.
Yeah, it's long.
50 chapters, I think. Last week we were in Babel, the Tower of Babel. We were at Genesis 10 and 11.
Yep.
This is a little bit longer.
Sure.
The story we're starting to talk about Abraham. Really important chapter in Genesis 12. We're going to learn more about Abraham, but really a lot about Abraham is going to be found in Genesis chapters 12 through 20.
Wow. Okay. So we
lot
got
to
8
read.
chapters right now.
Yeah.
So this might take a little bit, but I want to encourage you guys to open up your Bibles with your family members and your friends even, right? And read through this story and have some conversations about it. Dig into the Word a little bit and think about what this says about us, right? Because when God makes promises through His Word, we need to know that He's going to keep those promises.
Yeah.
I feel like you were lost in thought there.
I was just thinking about it. I got a lot to say. A lot of stuff. Man, it's so fun talking about God. And I had to hold myself. It's like, well, it is about time.
It is.
It's about time to
It's
head
that
out.
time. It's that time.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I had
time
an
to
awesome
say
time.
goodbye.
You're a singer too? I'm not. I'm not a singer or a dancer. We've established this.
Well, guys, I hope you had a fun time watching the show today. And once again, I hope you guys were engaged and had some fun doing the activities along with us too. So please enjoy this and dig into the Word yourself too.
Yep. That's all we got for you. I'm Pat Attack.
I'm DJ Shawnee D.
And see you next time.
When night has fallen, when fear lost in, my hope exhausted. You will be my strength. When my mind says I'm